Good morning. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. That's Psalm 118:24. Today is Monday, March 29th. This is Holy Week. Much symbolism has been attached to the events of this week. They speak of a Savior on the way to the cross, the tomb, and the resurrection. As all symbols, we're tempted to make idols out of the ceremony and symbolism and lose the harsh and blessed reality of that week. Today we begin with what we commonly call the 7 utterances from the cross. We're going to begin reading in Luke 23:27 through 34. This leads to the crucifixion. And a great multitude of the people followed him, and women also mourned and lamented him. But Jesus, turning to them, said, "Daughters of Jerusalem, do not weep for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For indeed the days are coming in which they will say, Blessed are the barren, wombs that never bore, and breasts which never nursed. Then they will begin to say to the mountains, Fall on us, and to the hills, Cover us. For if they do these things in the green wood, what will be done in the dry?" There were also 2 others, criminals, led with him to be put to death. And when they had come to the place called Calvary, there they crucified him, and the criminals, one on the right hand and the other on the left. Then Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." And they divided his garments and cast lots. Well, that's a long passage. We're going to deal primarily with the statement from the cross with a little background. Number 1, Jesus was placed on the cross at 9 a.m., suffered 6 hours, and gave up his spirit at 3 in the afternoon. He didn't have his life taken. He willingly gave it. These were the most significant hours in human history. Secondly, on the cross in agony, he said, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." Some have said that this is a plea for a blanket pardon for all people, particularly all those Jews that were there. This is not a blanket pardon, but it's a plea to forgive those who would crucify him. Had they really known him, they wouldn't have done it. 1 Corinthians 2:8 says, "Which none of the princes of this world knew, for had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory." And thirdly, forgiveness is the centerpiece of Christianity. We can forgive others only because Christ has forgiven us. Today is Monday, March 29th. Love God, love people, love never, ever fails.